Have you ever stopped for just a second and listened carefully? Maybe you can hear birds singing outside, a dog barking, someone talking, or even the sound of your own footsteps. But have you ever wondered something really amazing? How can you hear something that you can't even see? Is sound magic? Does it fly through the air like an invisible superhero? Today, we're going to discover one of the coolest science secrets ever, and by the end of this adventure, you'll know how every clap, laugh, bark, and song begins with something tiny called vibrations. Welcome to Funimation 3D, where science comes alive with amazing 3D adventures. Every week, we explore incredible facts about our world in fun and exciting ways. If you're curious and love discovering how things work, you're in the right place. So, let's jump into today's exciting adventure. First, what exactly is sound? Sound is a type of energy, but it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. Every sound begins when something vibrates. A vibration is a very fast back and forth movement. It happens so quickly that most of the time you can't even see it with your eyes. Think about a guitar. When someone plucks a guitar string, it wiggles back and forth again and again. Those tiny movements are vibrations. Now imagine hitting a drum. The drum head bounces up and down so fast that it creates sound. If you've ever stretched a rubber band and plucked it, you've seen it shake before making that funny boing sound. Even your phone vibrates when someone calls you. Different objects vibrate in different ways, but they all have one thing in common: they create sound. Now here's a fun question for you. Which do you think vibrates the fastest? A guitar string, a drum, or your phone? Take a moment to make your best guess before we continue. Science is even more fun when you try to figure things out yourself. So how does sound travel from one place to another? Imagine throwing a tiny pebble into a calm pond. You see ripples spreading across the water. Sound moves in a similar way, except instead of traveling through water, it usually travels through the air. When something vibrates, it pushes the tiny bits of air around it. Those tiny pushes move from one air particle to the next, and then to the next, creating invisible sound waves. These waves travel through the air until they reach your ears. Even though you can't see them, sound waves are moving around you all the time. Now let's see what happens when those sound waves arrive at your ears. Inside each ear is a tiny part called the eardrum. When sound waves reach it, the eardrum starts to vibrate too. Those vibrations are sent to your brain, and your brain figures out what you're hearing. It tells you whether it's your favorite song, your best friend talking, a dog barking, or your teacher calling your name. Isn't that amazing? Your ears collect the vibrations, but it's your brain that helps you understand them. Let's look at some everyday sounds you hear all the time. Why can you hear someone talking? Because the vocal cords inside their throat vibrate as air passes through them. Why does clapping make noise? Because your hands hit together and make the air vibrate. Why does thunder make such a loud boom? Lightning heats the air so quickly that the air suddenly expands and vibrates, creating that powerful sound. A barking dog makes sound because its vocal cords vibrate too. When you ring a bell, the metal shakes back and forth. When you press a key on a piano, a string inside vibrates to create a musical note. Even fireworks make sound because the explosion causes the air to vibrate in every direction. Everywhere you go, every sound you hear begins with vibrations. Can you think of another sound you hear every day? Maybe a school bell, a blender, a bicycle bell, or a microwave beep. Pause the video for a moment and see how many sounds you can think of. You might be surprised by how many vibrations are happening around you every single day. Now let's become scientists with a simple experiment you can safely try at home. Find an empty tissue box and stretch a few rubber bands across the top. Then gently pluck one of the rubber bands. What do you notice? You can actually see the rubber band vibrating while you hear the sound it makes. Try using a thick rubber band, then a thinner one. They don't sound the same, do they? That's because different rubber bands vibrate at different speeds. Faster vibrations make higher sounds, while slower vibrations make lower sounds. It's a fun and easy way to see science in action. Are you ready for some incredible wow facts? Here's the first one. There is no sound in outer space. That's because space has almost no air, and sound needs something to travel through. If two astronauts were floating outside their spaceship without radios, they wouldn't be able to hear each other at all. Here's another amazing fact. Whales can communicate with each other across hundreds of miles underwater. Their sounds travel incredibly far through water, helping them stay connected even when they're very far apart. Did you know elephants use super low sounds that humans can barely hear? These low sounds help elephants communicate with members of their family who are far away. And here's another surprise. Sound actually travels much faster in water than it does in air. That's one reason sea animals are so good at communicating underwater. One last important fact. Very loud sounds can damage your hearing. That's why it's always a good idea to protect your ears at loud concerts, fireworks shows, or anywhere with very noisy machines. Your ears work hard every day, so taking care of them is very important. Now let's see if you've become a real sound detective. What makes sound? Is it light, magic, or vibrations? If you chose vibrations, you're absolutely right. Every sound starts because something moves back and forth very, very fast. Whether it's a bird singing in the morning, a guitar playing your favorite song, a dog barking at the mail carrier, thunder rumbling across the sky, or even your own voice saying hello, every single sound begins with tiny vibrations. Today, we've learned that sound is a form of energy. Vibrations create sound, sound waves travel through the air, and our amazing ears and brains work together to help us hear the world around us. The next time you hear someone laughing, music playing, or rain tapping on your window, remember the incredible science happening all around you. Every sound you hear begins with tiny vibrations. If you enjoyed today's adventure, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Funimation 3D so you never miss another amazing science adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!